What we have here is a 1927 Izhevsk, and as you can see, it has a typical refurb mark right there for the metal, and it has the refurb mark on the wood. You can make that out. However, this is not one of your typical red shellac refurbs. This is an issued weapon. You can see it has some nice worn bluing there, and there is no shellac whatsoever left on the stock. What you see there is just the result of lemon oil that I put on the wood to preserve it. This is one of my regular shooters, so it's out quite a bit. It's also one of the few 9130s I have that will mount virtually any bayonet without much difficulty. He snaps right on and off of there. But it is, of course, long since adjusted. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. This one did not need adjustment. The one thing I have found about these issued 9130s is they tend to shoot point of aim at 100 yards dead on without needing to drift the sight or mount the bayonet. Whoever was shooting this in the military, and I strongly suspect it was the Romanian military, sighted them in to get rid of the bayonet. It's matching numbers typical of the refurbs, stamped of course. And I don't know if you can catch that nice Soviet stamp on there. Doesn't quite want to lock onto it. Alright, never mind. As you can see, we have a nice carving on the stock there. The letter A. What that means, I have no idea. Well, somebody must have been bored enough to sit around and carve it on there. And this rifle, and you can really see how the wood has no shellac left there. She's been around. We have a red splatter of paint on the butt plate. Why? Who knows? Maybe it meant something to the Romanians, but it doesn't mean much to me. And there she is, the issued M9130. 1927 Izhevsk. See if we can catch any little stamps there. Oh, there we go. And there's your commie stamp right there. Sickle and hammer and wreath. The old Izhevsk bow and arrow. 1927. One of the unknown marks there. So this shows that at least some of the refurbs were reissued. I mean, obviously some were sent to East Germany and then later sent back, but I guess the Romanians kept theirs. This is an older century import. It has the small import mark. I don't know if I can catch it, but I'll try. Up here by the muzzle. There she goes. That's typical of the early 1990s, when I suspect these rifles were imported. This particular rifle was sold by Pat Burns to me in 2006, along with a number of its brothers and sisters. And as you can see, we have the accessories with it. A cleaning kit, oil bottle, all the little bits and pieces. And yes, the rifle is a very good shooter, which is why it's one of my regular shooters. I have many 9130s, but this one spends a lot of time with me at the range. Got a very nice, smooth action. See how easy that is? It's all nice and worn in. All the rough edges worn off, as they say. Fairly decent trigger. And just a good rifle all around.